Hey everyone, thanks for watching. It's mid-morning and we're ready to take in some natural landscapes of the Ardèche aboard an historic steam train. We're about 100 kilometers south of Lyon and around 150 or so kilometers north of Avignon. If you follow the Tour de France, you'll recognize this area as they've cycled through here over the years. It's a popular part of the country, so visitors to this region of France who enjoy trains will enjoy this excursion. Our train trip will take around 90 minutes, carrying us over 8 kilometers of tracks in a 44-ton steam locomotive. There are other train trips of varying lengths available, so depending on how much time you have, a longer journey may be a better option. Be sure to visit trainardèche.fr for hours, locations, and other information. You can also ask a staff member for recommendations. I imagine people of all ages will have a great time, so if you're traveling with children, do remember this place. Our first stop was the gift shop to see what's for sale.
Do you need a postcard with a cow? And these are donkeys, mules, hinnies.
Before climbing on board, I toured the museum, which is housed in a large warehouse-style building. In addition to placards that provide a history of the area and the introduction of steam trains to the region, visitors can follow the painted tracks to see items on display. Signs are in French and in English, as is a visitor's guide that is available for passengers. As someone who appreciates model trains, it was nice to examine this medium-sized diorama. The cars weren't operating today, but I could still see the details, including the spinning windmill atop the hill, as well as the flickering lights in the buildings. Keeping these train journeys and this museum running allow visitors to get a glimpse of life in the late 19th century. You'll have an opportunity to see a steam engine's inside up close. The tubes heated the water, thus creating steam to power the train along the tracks. I then stepped inside for another view of what it would be like to work with one of these engines. And best of all, visitors can also walk through one of the luxury passenger cars. Fancy.
Very cozy. Yes.
They even came complete with a fancy washroom.
Of course she'd be sitting in the first class, Karen.
Time to climb aboard.
Nous longeons maintenant le canal d'amener des eaux aux conduites forcées de la centrale hydroélectrique. Ce canal est couramment appelé canal des prisonniers. Il a été construit entre 1916 et 1919 par des prisonniers de la Première Guerre.
On our ascent, we saw some of the impressive bridges and viaducts that we would cross over, like this one. For the most part, it was tricky to film through the windows, so after a few shots, I just enjoyed the scenery and put the camera away. The trip took us along the side of mountains and through a tunnel that was about 1/4 of a kilometer in length.
760 de long. Il comporte 2 aqueducs et 18 galeries.
Upon arrival at our destination, we were allowed to wander and see some of the mountainous landscape.
Yeah, no, don't worry, yeah. But it's just, remember, everybody remembers to swap sides, so it'd be very nice. But everybody has the same view.
There are facilities at this stop, as well as a few vending machines if you're hungry or thirsty. Let's head out and admire the long look down to the River Doubs below. Everyone on board seemed rather interested in seeing the sights and watching the engine ready itself for our trip back down. The crowd was able to get rather close to watch the engine pivot on the manually operated turntable. Here is where you can really see a steam engine in action. You'll get a close-up of how these machines work, as well as what the crew has to do to get the train safely up and then back down the mountain. From there, the engine rolls past us, and after a safe distance, it releases steam, gets prepared to back up, and then reattaches to the passenger cars.
That's a lot of steam. Oh, see why they pull up so far.
I'd also like to point out that back in the museum, I was reminded this region is famous for chocolate. Valrhona, the famous chocolate manufacturer, has a museum not far from this train station. More information is on their website, citéduchocolat.com. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe as I'll be adding more videos from my time in France shortly.
Sur le côté au XXe siècle. Mais revenons à l'histoire du grand pont de 12 plages qui marque la sortie des gorges. Pour financer sa construction,